Hey YouTube, it is your girl Nicole Joseph, always bringing you the truth in an attitude of love. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it, ladies, my beautiful women out there. Today's video continues in the series of Dating Mr. Wrong. In Dating Mr. Wrong, part 1, I discussed how you're affected by fear. Fear that God won't bring you exactly what it is that you're hoping for. And then I did sort of like a little in-between time, in the meantime video between part 1 and part 2 about how to let go of that fear, per request of one of my faithful viewers. And then part 2 was how you lose yourself. Oh Jesus, that was so important. In this segment, we're going to discuss how you miss out on life when you're wrapped up in Mr. Wrong. And I'll give you an example, an excellent example of how you can miss out on life when it's happening right in front of your eyes. When I was dating the wrong man, I brought him to a barbecue that my best friend was having. And this particular man, his behavior was very thuggish. You know, you can't take every man that you've met to a 5-star restaurant. I have a husband that I can take to a palace and he knows how to behave. But this gentleman, he was going to act like Tupac no matter where he went. He was going to throw up his little gang signs and smoke his little weed and do whatever he wanted to do. And I'm bringing him to, wow. And I brought him to my best friend's house, whose family is very liberal, but come on, really? So we get to the barbecue, and I was so concerned about his behavior. I was so tense about the judgment that people would have on me, because you know, people be quick to judge when you're doing the wrong, when you're doing the right thing, they're quick to judge. When you're doing the wrong thing, oh, they want to get up on that soapbox. So I'm sitting there like, oh, in fear that he was going to say or do something that was going to make me or the both of us look like an idiot. I mean, to him, you can't make me look like an idiot. That was his thought. Like, no, can't nobody make him look like an idiot because he's king so-and-so. I mean, we were taking photos and he's sticking up his middle finger. And it was a mess. Looking back now, I realize how ridiculous that was on my part because he doesn't know any better, but I knew better. I don't even remember what happened. All I can remember about that barbecue is hoping that this man was not going to say or do something that was going to embarrass me. That's not any way to live. I mean, to have to be looking over your shoulder. I mean, that's like, it's like raising a child. That was a very memorable time in my life. And another example with the same guy, he worked right up the street from where she was getting married, and I wanted to take some of her bridesmaids to go and get, I think it was like free ice cream or free coffee by his place, and it was like, that was her day, and she didn't like him. It'd be different if she liked him, and you know, it was just like a little treat before the big day, and that was very selfish of me. So, you know, in missing out on your life, not only are you missing out on your own life, but there are other people in your life that are missing out on the blessing of having you around them because you are so consumed by Mr. Wrong. Mr. Wrong is time consuming. He's time consuming. He's usually money consuming. Oh my goodness, will you? Because Mr. Wrong always seems to be broke. He needs a ride somewhere. He needs gas money. And I'm not saying that every guy that's broke is some men, they're wonderful. They're going to make great providers, but they don't have a financially sound mind, and God is working on them, and that's okay. But there are some men out there that they just always broke because of the bad choices that they make. So I just want to encourage you, you know, this is that time to be adventurous, to take that trip to Europe, go get your bachelor's degree, go get your master's degree, go get your PhD, whatever goal that you have in place that you want to take, learning how to cook, exercising, or whatever it is, learning a new sport or a new activity or a new craft. Now is the time to do it. Seize the moment as a single woman, because once you're married, you got to run things by your husband first before you go off and gallivant doing those things. Do not miss out on life. It is not worth it. I know some women who feel like your life starts once you get married. I've had someone say that, oh, once I get married, my life is going to start. And it's like, no, your life starts now. Now is the time to be adventurous and to grab those opportunities that your heart is desiring. Because while you are desiring a husband, and that's great, your heart is desiring that life that God has called you to. And it's not with the wrong guy. So you're being pulled, and that causes stress. And stress ain't pretty. So, thank you ladies so much for tuning in to An Attitude of Love, where you can always find truth about relationships based on personal experience and whatever else the Holy Spirit leads me to share. Please be sure to check out my blog, anattitudeoflove.wordpress.com. If you have any questions, comments, or video requests, you can email me at anattitudeoflove@gmail.com. Let me say that again. anattitudeoflove@gmail.com. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Success!